What's up guys, Sean here. So this week we are doing a little road tripping, and today we're going to stop at a couple cool places and just check them out. So our first stop is Watkinsville, Georgia. And Watkinsville is a beautiful little town. We drove through here last night. We came to town and checked out the Blind Pig Tavern, which was cool. Today we are going to drop into the new outpost of Coney, which is a endeavor by the guys from Georgia Bushcraft, which are an awesome bunch of people. So we're going to stop in there, see what this place has to offer. Just check it out. Hey, hey. Same old. Doing good. Okay.
Passed away, which is amazing. It's on a nitro cap, and normally I have some
Okay.
just depends on what you guys want.
Yeah, if you got some hot coffee, I'd like some of the medium roast.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
If you guys watched the last episode of Naked and Afraid, our buddy Andy Wildlander was on there, and this is the parang he used in the show. How awesome is that? Awesome.
Oh, gosh.
Now I got to hold it.
Look at the job he did on this. The Ferro Rod.
That's crazy.
Magnesium. How much left
Yeah,
on it?
he wore it down too. That's
Dude.
awesome. So cool. Proud of that guy.
I am too, man.
Well guys, that was really awesome. So Outpost Oconee, we got some loot here, got some really good coffee. If you're in the area in Watkinsville here, you should definitely come by and check out Outpost Oconee and support these guys. They're just getting started, and they're a bunch of great people. Now it's time for us to get on the road and see what else we can see today. All right, here we are at one of our favorite stops when we go to the mountains in Georgia. So we like to go to Helen, and this place in particular. This is the Nora Mill. Oh yeah.
actually do is our corn is actually stored above us. So we've got 2 grain bins upstairs. You've got a white grain bin and a yellow grain bin.
Right.
Drop it down in the box right here, and you'll weigh it out. Not necessarily the weight, but our barrel size upstairs. So we've got a big barrel like this sitting right beside our mill. And so we weigh it out to barrel size. The corn will actually go down through the floor and up the first set of cups. Now that either goes upstairs and into our barrel, or if I divert it this way, it will come down to these stones if we're using these. And so upstairs we basically have a little Y. You can pick which direction that you're coming from. If we were using this one, these stones are the original set from 1876. And so this set is run 100% off our water turbine outside. So when we have enough water, which we absolutely do not right now.
Right.
When we have enough water, what you do is you open up the gates at the end of the walkway there on the outside. 2 gates, all the water diverts around underneath the walkway down there, fills up the whole raceway, fills up the pin stop where we have our water turbine. And so a lot of people think, water wheel, you got flow water that's going to make it go up and over, or you got the overshot that's going to make it roll up and over.
Right.
Turbines are a little different. Turbine it's all underwater. And I like to say, simplify it a lot, is pulling a cork at the bottom of a pool. And all that water flows through. Well, so you don't need flow, you need quantity.
Right.
And although not a lot, you need more than what we have right now. Okay. But even down below is like you get all the big heavy duty cast iron parts, and it's all cast iron and leather belts.
Wow.
And this is all the original way that it was done. So these stones, like I said, the turbine outside, 1 shaft in, 1 main belt, and that's where you just kind of connect off of. Well, the top stone would be the one that turns. And so when you have this one spinning, this bottom stone stays stationary, the top one's spinning. So your corn will trickle through here, and in between, it ground up. And you've seen on millstones, like the one we have behind us, or all these, you see all the grooves in them? That directs. So while you're grinding, your product has an exit. Instead of just sitting there grinding nonstop, it's kind of being all pushed out.
And you guys are, so this has been family business for
1972, 73. My grandfather started leasing the building. At that point, this was the end of the building. There was no middle room, and then there was the other building, and you had like a little walkway through the middle. But he started leasing the building, him and my great-grandfather, who was really old at that time. He was here. He was hanging out. Yeah. He could point and tell you what to do, but my grandfather got this machine kind of back up and running and started grinding. You had something to grind, you had something to grind, you bring it all, we grind ours, started selling. Well, business picked up, and 90s when the internet kind of took off, put a website out there, business took off. And even now, my wife's the one that's been in the office all day today, just kind of doing online orders and inventories and wholesales and all that fun stuff. And I get to play with machinery upstairs.
That's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you kind of running us through it real quick. I know we took some time from you, but we really appreciate you.
We appreciate
thanks, man.
In.
All right, thanks. Trout down here. Such a neat place here. So a lot of history in Helen. So we're headed into Helen, and if you've never been here, you really should check it out. Helen's a neat place, but Nora Mill has a lot of history, and they're a really family-oriented business. So we love stopping here, and their products are great. We love the grits. We're going to try some of the popcorn they've got, so that should be pretty good. But Nora Mill, if you ever get through here, you need to check it out. So Helen here is really neat. Helen's kind of a, it's a little Bavarian village. It's kind of alpine themed, and really, really neat little place. So we're gonna walk around here and check out a few of the little shops. Sarah's back there shopping. She's already left me. So just walk through here a little bit, see what we can see. When we get back to the park. Yeah. Found him. Well, so as you can see, Helen is pretty touristy. Right now it's the off season, so there's not even as many people here as there is at peak season. But Helen is a neat little place. You have to walk around and find the kind of the smaller little shops and everything, but there's a lot of cool stuff to see here. And it's pretty amazing that not long ago Helen was actually flooded, and they've done a lot to bring this place back. And this is one of our favorite places to check out every time we come through North Georgia. So check out Helen if you come through this area, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Well guys, that's going to wrap up our little road trip and adventure. We are headed further into the mountains for another camping trip. You'll have to tune in next time and see where we go. If you enjoyed this video, give it that big thumbs up for me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Appreciate you guys watching. See you next week.